Namaste, crypto aficionados and my fellow capitalists. I hope you guys are doing great, and I'm back to talk to you about Naoris Protocol. Okay, now Naoris Protocol is a bit technical. Okay, I'm not going to go into it too deep, but what it is, I think it's a very good opportunity if we can get in. Okay, it's a decentralized cybersecurity mesh for the digital world. Okay, so this is high level shit, right? So it's like a cybersecurity enforcement protocol employing a hyperstructure ethos that's unstoppable, permissionless, and incredibly neutral. Every device becomes a cyber trusted validator node, making networks safer as they grow, not weaker. What they are doing is they are trying to make a centralized network, like a centralized network of mobile PCs, laptop, and all that, Internet of Things, right? They're trying to make that into a decentralized network that comes to a consensus and validates transactions, and and can sound off the bad actors. So this is some deep thing, right? And these guys have been going for, they have been winning all these kind of challenges. They have been getting the cybersecurity awards. Now these guys, right, they come from a cybersecurity background. They come from those kind of really highly educated background, and so they met a few years ago. I think it was in Norway or something, and where this gentleman, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Granhagen, right? The former chairman of NATO, right, Intelligence Committee, and he's saying that decentralized model where the hacking of a single device that could compromise an entire network is categorically flawed. This needs to change. We don't need to play a better game against cyber criminals. We need to play a different game, right? With Naoris Protocol, there is no single point of failure. Naoris Protocol uses blockchain technology so that no single device exists in a silo. So everything is connected, right? So the problem is that they're targeting a $10 trillion problem, okay? Where black hat hackers, rogue organizations, and nation-state actors have an arsenal of cyber weapons at their disposal and can easily exploit centralized network architectures, wreaking havoc with the economies, endangering democracies, threatening businesses large and small, and stealing our personal data. Okay, governments are scared. Basically, let me translate for you. Governments are scared shitless, right? They need a way to secure themselves. So whatever's around them, they want it to be secure. So this is what it is, in short. Okay? Now, it doesn't matter, right? They are all coming in. These guys, governments are coming into the fray of blockchain and all that. As much as if you don't like government, as much as I do, but the thing is that there's no choice. They are coming in there, and things will be built for them, right? Like how Omisigo is the payment network that connects those countries who decide to work with one another, right? So I think Naoris Protocol is the same thing, right? They will connect all these things, the Internet of Things, so that it becomes a secure network. Okay, just a little bit about what it is, right? So I don't sound so stupid. So they're using a security mesh. Okay, this mesh is a top strategic technology trend of 2022. Okay, it is flexible, composable architecture enabling best of breed standalone security solutions to work together to improve overall security. So what it does, that it can reliably and quickly verify the identity, context, and policy adherence across the cloud environment and the non-cloud environment. So as a result, it secures all the assets regardless of location, and becomes a security approach that extends across IT services. This is fuck, man, they are making all these things, to sing the song that they want to sing, right? It will dance to their tune, basically, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so they use Swarm AI, another technology, right, that uses a decentralized swarm intelligence principles to help locate threats that stem from protocol participants and correlate them with known threat models and malicious behavior. Okay, not only that, but these are also supported by Bayesian-based learning to detect something unusual. So, if it goes out of line, right, it will detect itself. It'll detect, say, hey, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, right? And as a result, these practices are to be followed, and when systems are out of whack, they are alarmed. The alarm will be sound off for risk coming from simple tasks being forgotten or not enforced somewhere. The keyword here is enforce, like 2FA or vulnerabilities not patched. Okay, so their main consensus system is called the DPoSEC, this distributed proof of security consensus, enabling network devices to serve as a cyber secure validators, okay, in a decentralized cybersecurity mesh. It's also defaulted to become the secure baseline for an extended trusted defense approach. Wow, they're using these words, enforcement, defense, and all that. So, they are afraid, right, of the hackers, the black hat, sometimes it's black hat government being attacked by white hat hackers, right? But whatever the case, right? They don't want this. They don't want people like Anonymous. They don't want, the white hat, black hat or white hat groups to come and, being able to identify, the government's vulnerabilities, whatever they may have. Okay. Every device will continually validate every other device, bringing trust to all devices and securing the base layer. This also helps to reduce risk from all other aspects of the network and operational processes in a P2P format. Every device, listen to this, every device acts as a watchdog for every other device. Every device acts like a watchdog for every other device, making them act in a synchronous harmony. Therefore, this will create a distributed supercomputer of trust. So, 1984, guys. Cyber token. Okay, so the token in question, right? The token that we are looking at, right? It's called the cyber token. And that is the core of the protocol, acting as a true machine-to-machine economy transaction model to validate cybersecurity and trust status of devices through some transactions validated under the DPoSEC consensus, right? Distributed proof of security, right? So cyber token monetizes the trusted cyber secure systems over a function of time, using the consensus as an enabler and incentive to achieve cyber secure network. So is a token model like Ethereum. When we use that, Ethereum uses gas, right? So the token, right, that is going to be used in this protocol is going to be called cyber. So basically cyber is it monetizes, right, trusted cyber security systems, and also incentivizes the network participants to secure the network, right? So if you are using that, if those systems are using this protocol, they will be using cyber token, right, for gas. Simple as that. The token requires networks to integrate NaorisProtocol and hold tokens to incentivize validators to continually validate the trust status of its underlying devices that power the network in case of a breach or a threat, right? So you have the distributed security, and they call it earn as you secure, right? Play to earn, we have heard of it. This is earn as you secure, right? Validated devices hold and stake cyber tokens, being rewarded for trusted behavior, which secures the network, right? So these are the things that you can read up on. It's very technical, okay? I think my nerd friends will really love to read up more about this. This project, you see, is backed by the best, right? Draper Associates, right? Draper is big, right? Tim Draper, right? Is huge. Not only that, okay, what I like is that I'll talk about the team first, and let me get to the team. So you have people like David Carvalho. So David Carvalho is a founder, CEO, and chief scientist, an accomplished global chief information security officer with 20 years at technical and C-suite levels in regulated and critical areas of business and governance, advisor for multi-billion businesses and nation-state level projects in the critical areas of cyber espionage, cyber war, and cyber terrorism. So these guys are not your normal, Mr. Joe, Mr. John. No, these are like very these guys are highly intelligent people who are at that level of governments, right? They discuss stuff with government at a government level. They deal with the governments, right? So you have people like Monica Oravkova, right? And 15 years in IT and cybersecurity for telco, finance, and manufacturing, led operations and executive teams for FTSE 100 clients, AT&T, IBM, Apple, managing budgets over 100 million, right? Thought leader for women in deep tech. Now, the one person, so under the advisors, the one persons that I read, when I saw it, it just turned my head, right, was Mr. David Holtzman. He's a very respected gentleman, right? He's an internet pioneer, and modern internet as we know it, right, is thanks to him. A lot of it, right? And he is an advisor for Naoris, because he is a world-renowned cybersecurity and privacy expert who has helped advance the internet technologies from its infancy. And as an early stage pioneer, he designed the internet's domain name system, DNS, right? World Wide Web, www dot whatever, right? Domain name system, I think is that, I don't know, sorry. Used by ICANN, God knows what's that, as well as the .root server. Okay, guys, right? Prior to that, David served as an executive at blue chip technology companies, including chief scientist at IBM, and also ran a major research group at Booz Allen and Hamilton. Okay, so this guy is like the father of the modern internet, okay? And he was the CEO, CTO of Network Solutions, and between 1995 and 2001, and the number of internet domains skyrocketed from 500,000 to over 20 million. Okay, so guys, so he's the guy, right? So these guys will have access to all the government officials, all the high-level C-suite guys and all that. So I think this is a very good chance for you. They're having a pre-sale right now. They have got a small balance of pre-sale, right, that is available. So there is a form that you need to fill out, and if they think that you meet the cut, right, they're looking for accredited investors. So I think those from US, unless you're accredited, you can't. It's very difficult for you. But those who are living in other countries, you can try. Of course, not financial advice, right? I don't know how this will go, right? It could go either way, but looking at the project, I think is quite solid backing, solid parties are involved. Okay, so NaorisProtocol, this is the investor interest form. I'm going to leave it on my description box for you guys. So let me know what you think about this project. And please, I hope you can help me grow my channel, and I hope that you can motivate me, right? So if I want to make videos, I need to be motivated, and I'm not asking any money, nothing. I do this for free. And so if you can help me grow my channel, right, if you can share, if you can subscribe to my channel if you have not, right, I'll be really grateful, right? So thank you, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.